That. Did I get myself? I think so. Okay.
How does the Golden Gate Bridge and the well-known lingerie retailer Victoria's Secret connect? There is no possible way these two completely different things can have a connection. Or is it possible? In doing some research to prepare for this speech, I stumbled upon some very interesting facts about the two. Today I am going to inform you of Victoria's Secret's history and the history of the Golden Gate Bridge. In the late 70s, Roy Raymond felt rather embarrassed going to a department store to purchase beautiful, sexy lingerie for his wife. He had the idea of opening a store in which a man would feel comfortable in buying these types of desirable things for his wife. Thus, Victoria's Secret was born. He took out a $40,000 bank loan and borrowed another $40,000 from relatives to open the business. In its first year of operation, the company grossed $500,000. Although there is much speculation as to who Victoria actually is, the article 5 Things You Didn't Know About Victoria's Secret on AskMen.com says the store was named after Queen Victoria. He opened his first store in San Francisco, California, and soon followed with 3 more and a mail order catalog. The decor was Victorian designed with wood panel walls and a friendly, helpful staff. Instead of bras and panties being hung on a rack for the customer to dig through, they were paired together on the wall and mounted in frames. The customer would then pick out their choice, and a staff member would help determine the correct size and go pull it from the inventory in the back. In 1982, the company was grossing $6 million a year, but due to overwhelming growth of his company and not being able to keep up with demands and running the mail order business, Mr. Raymond sold the company to Leslie Wexner, the founder of the limited women's apparel firm, as stated in an article from Answers.com. Now let's move on to the Golden Gate Bridge and how these two connect. In 1984, Mr. Raymond launched a new business called My Child's Destiny, a retail store for children. This did not work out like he had planned. The store went bankrupt in 1986, just 2 years after he opened it. After the failure of both businesses and his marriage, on August 26, 1993, at the age of 47, Roy Raymond walked halfway across the Golden Gate Bridge and jumped. His body was pulled out of the bay a week later. This was taken from Mr. Raymond's obituary in the New York Times. Although it isn't a good record, the Golden Gate Bridge is the #1 most popular site to commit suicide in the world. Since its opening to the public in May of 1937, there have been more than 1,300 suicides that were publicly recorded. No one will ever know the number that was not recorded. The first suicide occurred in August of 1937, only 10 weeks after the bridge was opened. Of the 1,300 recorded as of 2006, 26 people survived. 2 of these 26 jumped again, and this time they accomplished their tragedy. One of the survivors is Kevin Hines, who battled with undiagnosed bipolar disorder. As soon as the 19-year-old's hands left the rail, he realized he didn't want to die. He prayed to God the whole way down and managed to get himself positioned to where he hit the water in a sitting position instead of the head-down position he was falling in. He knew if he hit the water head first, he was going to die. He hit the water and managed to pull himself back up. He tried to swim, but the excruciating pain from his broken back and shattered vertebrae held him back. He felt something brush against his legs and knew immediately it was a shark. He knew the creature was going to eat him. But it didn't. It repeatedly circled him. The Coast Guard did get to him and pulled him from the water. Kevin is now on medication and in control of his bipolar disorder. He is now married and the father of 3 boys. It wasn't until years after his jump that a man came forward with pictures to prove that it actually was not a shark. It was a large sea lion that circled him to keep him afloat. Kevin gives full credit to God for this and says the sea lion was the only thing that kept him from dying. Kevin is now a strong speaker against suicide. He is also an advocate to get a barrier installed on the bridge to prevent more suicides. All of this information is taken from the article "The Bridge: Suicide on the Golden Gate Bridge" on hubpages.com. Joseph Addison said, "Our real blessings often appear to us in shape of pains, losses, and disappointments. But let us have patience, and we shall soon see them in their proper figures." In summary, today I have given you information on Victoria's Secret and the Golden Gate Bridge. I hope you now know a little more about the history of the world's leading lingerie retail store and one of the world's largest bridges. So, next time you walk into Victoria's Secret, will you look at it the same way? Thank you.